So till now we've learned how to calculate the solution of two linear equations with the help of a graphical representation. But this method is very tough in the sense that sometimes if the values are so big that the graphs do not actually meet on the Cartesian plane, you need to extend it to a very large amount in order to calculate the answer. So this is not a very feasible method of calculation of a solution for a linear equation. We have four methods for calculation of a solution for a linear equation. First method is the elimination method. Elimination method. This method is the easiest and is the most frequently used method for keeping the sums really easy, and there is a very less chance of occurrence of any type of mistake. The second one is the substitution method. This method you have done in your 9th standard, but this method leads to a lot of errors in bigger calculations of numbers. Okay. The third method is the cross multiplication method. So the cross multiplication method, and the last one you have done, that is graphical representation. Now I have placed these methods in the order of our preference for its usage. That means we will mostly prefer to use elimination method. If not, then substitution. If not substitution, then cross multiplication. In the last, until and unless it is mentioned, we will never use these two methods. These are the toughest and these are the most cumbersome methods, very time consuming methods. The easiest one is the elimination method. Now we will start with the elimination method. Open example number 11th. So example number not example number 11th, example number 12th. Now the example number 12 states that 2x plus 3y is equal to 8 and 4x plus 6y is equal to 7. Now we will calculate this by elimination as well as our substitution method. So first of all, we will start with elimination method. So what does the word eliminate mean? Eliminate means to get rid of, as in to get rid of one variable. Elimination method means, we just note it down very carefully, we get rid of one variable. This means we will cut the equation down in only one variable. We will either remove x or we will remove y. Now how can we do that? If we mark this equation as the first equation and this equation as the second equation, now I will write the second equation, or I will write, see, now if I subtract these two equations, will I get rid of any of the equations? No, I cannot get rid of any of the equations. Now if I want to get rid of x, what will I have to do? I will have to convert this term into 4x. Only then if I subtract 4x minus 4x, it will lead to 0. Hence we will get rid of the x variable. How will I convert this 2x into 4x? Can I write multiply equation 1 with 2 on both sides? If I multiply the equation 1 with 2 on both sides, this will come out to be 4x plus 2 into 3y is 6y is equal to 8 into 2 is 16. Now I will straightforward mark this as equation 1 because it has been multiplied by 2 on both sides. In the second one, we will note down the second one as it is. This is by rare chance that if we subtract, so we will leave one line over here and then we will leave one line. Now we will write, we will in our mind, because we want to eliminate, we will think of subtracting the two equations. Now when I subtract, the plus sign will convert to negative and the negative sign will convert to positive. In this, 4 has a positive sign, this will convert to negative. 6 has a positive sign, this will convert to negative. 7 has a positive sign, this will convert to negative. Now 4x minus 4x 0, 6y minus 6y 0, and 16 minus 7 is 9. Now in this equation, both x and y have got eliminated. This was not our motive. This means we cannot find a solution. Can we call this as inconsistent? When does inconsistency occur? When a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 is not equal to c1 upon c2. Just check it out. Yes, these are pair of parallel lines. That is why we cannot find the solution for this equation. This is how we do elimination method. First we need to just get rid of any of the one variable. We will take another example in which we will be able to find the answer for the question. Okay, now let's note down the example number 7. The example number 7 says 7x minus 15y is equal to 2 and x plus 2y is equal to 3. Keep this thing in your mind very carefully. Always copy the x terms together, the y terms together, and the constants together, and always remember is equal to should be just beneath the is equal to sign. Now we will first solve it with elimination and then I will teach you the substitution method. Substitution method you have already done, but it is a very lengthy kind of a method. Elimination is the easiest one. Now just imagine, in first equation I have 7x minus 15y. In the second equation I have x plus 2y. In order to get rid of x, if I want to subtract x completely, means I want to eliminate x completely, can I multiply this equation by 7? If I multiply a second equation by 7, what do I get over here? 7x plus 14y is equal to 21. This is our second equation. Now subtracting the first equation from second, okay, now leave one line. Now we will exchange the signs. I just told you, wherever there is positive we will convert it to negative, wherever there is negative we will convert it to positive. For this, there was plus 7, we will convert it to minus 7. There was minus 15, this will become plus 15. This was plus, this will convert to negative. Cancels out. Now 14 plus 15 is 29y is equal to, this comes out to be 19. Therefore y comes out to be 19 upon 29. We have calculated the value of y. Now, which equation seems to be pretty easy? The second equation. We will say putting the value of y in equation 2. Whenever we put the value of y in equation 2, this comes out to be x plus 2 into 19 by 29 is equal to 3. X is equal to 3 minus 38 by 29. This 29 into 3 is 87. Therefore, x comes out to be 49 upon 29. With this, we have come out with both the values. Now, how will we express our answer? At the end of the question, you will write x is equal to 49 upon 29. You will write y is equal to 19 upon 29. And then you will draw a box around your answer. This is how you will fetch full marks in the examination. Before starting this, you always have to mention from which equation have you subtracted which equation. Here we will write subtracting equation 1 from 2. I have subtracted this first equation from second equation. So I will have to mention this over here, right? Note this down. Now, let us do the same question with substitution method. Okay. What does substitution method mean? In substitution method, we use one equation and we bring it down in the terms of either x or y. In this equation, in these pair of equations, it is easier to reduce the second equation in the terms of x because it does not have any coefficient, so this will not create any denominator. So what will I do? I will be writing, taking equation 2, this is our equation 2, this is our equation 1. Taking our equation 2, x plus 2y is equal to 3, therefore x is equal to 3 minus 2y, correct? We will mark this as 3. Now, we will write putting x is equal to 3 minus 2y in equation 1. X is equal to 3 minus 2y in equation 1. First of all, we will write down the equation 1 as it is. Now, in spite of x, we will write down 3 minus 2y. So, 7 into 3 minus 2y minus 15 is equal to 2. This will convert to 21 minus 14y minus 15y is equal to 2. This will be minus 29y is equal to, this goes over there, this will convert to minus 19. Therefore, y is equal to minus 19 by minus 29. This is 19 by 29. Now, we have come up with the value of y. Now, we will mark this, we will not mark this, now we will say put y is equal to 19 by 29 in equation 3. We mark this as equation 3. What is our equation 3? X is equal to 3 minus 2y. This is 3 minus 19 by 29. This will come out to be 87 by 87 minus 19 by 29. This comes 38. This comes out to be 49 by 29. So again you will draw a box. You will write x is equal to this, y is equal to this, and this is how your question ends up. Now this is a very easier method. There is less of calculation because one variable directly is reduced and you get the answer in only one step. Here you have to calculate it in a many steps and then you have to put it again in the first equation. Here this is only one step and then these steps remain the same. Just imagine this is one step and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps. Hence the chances of error in this is very large. Elimination is a foolproof method. There is no chance of mistakes in this method. I hope you are done with these two sums. Now we will start with the further sums. Okay. Exercise 3.3. So we will be doing, today we will be doing exercise 3.3, question number 1. It has parts till 6 and we will be doing question number 4th and question number 5th. These are tough, hence I will be doing these parts. And question number 1, 2, 3 and 6 will be done by you as a homework. These are pretty easy questions. Now, first of all, starting with question number 1, fourth question. Question number fourth part. So, the fourth part states 0.2 plus 0.3y is equal to 1.3 and 0.4 plus 0.5y is equal to 2.3. Okay. Don't panic by seeing that, oh, this is in decimals and all. This is going to be pretty simple. So, first of all, we will always try to eliminate the easier one with which the calculation is easier. See, here we have 0.4x, here we have 0.2x. You know that if I multiply the equation 1 with 2, I will get 0.4x over here. It's going to be pretty simple. Multiplication with 2 is very simple. So, what will we do? This is our equation 2. We will multiply, we will write a note, multiply equation 1 with 2. When we multiply it by 2, this comes out to be 0.4x plus 0.6y is equal to 2.6. Now, we will write over here, subtract equation 1 from equation 2. We will subtract it from equation 2. Okay, now we will change the signs. This 0.4 has a positive sign, this will convert to negative. This also has a positive sign, negative. This also negative. Now, this simply cancels out. 0.5 minus 0.6, this comes out to be minus 0.1y. 2.3 minus 2.6, this comes out to be minus 0.3. Now, y is equal to 0.3 divided by 0.1. Minus minus cancel, point cancel. Therefore, y is equal to 3. Now, put y is equal to 3 in equation 1. 0.2x plus 0.3 into, what is the value of y? 3 is equal to 1.3. 3. Now 0.2x is equal to 1.3 minus 0.9. Therefore 0.2x is equal to 0.4. Therefore x comes out to be 0.4 divided by 0.2. This comes out to be 2. Hence we will write in a box x is equal to 2, y is equal to 3. With this we are done with the question number 4th with elimination method. Note this down. We will do the same question with substitution method. We need to do all these questions with both the methods, because these are the important ones and we need to practice them very, very frequently. Okay, the same question we will do with substitution method. Now you will just come to know why is substitution method a difficult method. You will just see the number of calculations we have. So first equation we will write, that is 0.2x plus 0.3y is equal to 1.3, and the second equation is 0.4x plus 0.5y is equal to 2.3. See, now you know that when I take this in the value of x, either the first equation or the second equation, I will always get a decimal number in my denominator. And you also know that solving a decimal in a denominator is a tougher chance. You just saw we completed this in single step. Now you will see the number of calculations we are going to do. So this is equation 1, this is equation 2. Okay, from equation 1 we can write that 0.2x plus 0.3y is equal to 1.3. This will be 0.2x is equal to 1.3 minus 0.3y. This will be x is equal to 1.3 minus 0.3y upon 0.2. Now we will write, put the value of x in equation 2. Okay, this comes out to be 0.4 into the value of x is 1.3 minus 0.3y divided by 0.2 plus 0.5y is equal to 2.3. So we will multiply it by 2, that comes out to be 2.6 minus 0.6y plus 0.5y is equal to 2.3. This will go over here and this will get subtracted from here. This comes out to be minus 0.1y, and this will go over there. This comes out to be minus 0.3. Because this is my negative, I will solve it. Hence we get y is equal to 3. Now we should have marked this 3. Now we will say, put the value of, see, this step and this long full step is of the same significance. You are gonna get 1.5 mark for this also and 1.5 mark for this, and this seems to be pretty simple. Now further, put the value of y in equation 3. Therefore x is equal to 1.3 minus 0.3 into y. What is the value of y? That is 3 divided by 0.2. This comes out to be 1.3 minus 0.9 divided by 2. Therefore x comes out to be 2. You will make a box underneath and you will write x is equal to 2, y is equal to 3. With this you are done with the question. Now this question seems pretty simple. This does not seem pretty simple. Hence we will always try to follow elimination method. Despite we have done this method in 9th standard, this method still seems tough as compared to the elimination method. I request you to note down these questions with both the methods. This is elimination and this is substitution. Now we will do the 5th question. Okay, so the 5th question. Now we will do this sum by elimination first. We will write equation 1, equation 2. Okay. Now look at this question very carefully. If I have under root 2 over here and I have under root 3 over here, can we write, you know that what is the HCF, what is going to be the HCF of this these two terms? That is going to be 6. If I get under root 6 over here and if I get under root 6 over here, I'll be eliminating x very easily and then we will be going further with the question. So I will write over here, I will write multiply the equation 1 with under root 3, because when under root 2 into under root 3 comes out to be under root 6. Okay, so we will convert it to under root 6. We will multiply the first equation by under root 3 and then we will multiply the second equation by under root 2, because here also we need 6. Now we will rewrite these equations. The first one comes out to be under root 6x plus under root 9y is equal to 0, and the second one comes out to be under root 6x minus 24y, under root 24y, sorry, this comes out to be under root 16y is equal to 0. Now let's eliminate. This has a positive sign, this will become negative. This has a negative sign, this will become positive. This does not have a sign, so let it be anything. Now this is subtracted and under root 9 stands for 3. Can we write this? Okay, now root 9 is 3 minus under root 16 is 4. 3 minus 4, y is equal to 0. Therefore minus y, this is minus 1, right, is equal to 0. Therefore y is equal to 0. Now we will say put y is equal to 0 in equation 1. Now when we put this y is equal to 0 in equation 1, we get under root 2x plus under root 3 into y is equal to 0 is equal to 0. Therefore under root 2x is equal to 0 minus 0. Therefore x is equal to 0 upon under root 2. This comes out to be 0. Hence x is equal to 0, y is also equal to 0. With this we are done with the question. This is our elimination method. Now we will do it with substitution method. Now first of all we will pick equation 1 and we will take it down, or we will reduce it to value of x. So using equation 1 we can say that under root 2x plus under root 3y is equal to 0. Therefore x under root 2x is equal to 0 minus root 3y. Therefore we can say that x is equal to minus root 3 upon root 2. Okay. So now put x is equal to minus root 3y upon root 2 in equation 2. When I put this in equation 2, we get root 3 into minus root 3y by root 2 minus root 8y is equal to 0. Now when we multiply these, this comes out to be minus root 9, and root 9 is 3 upon root 2 minus root 8 y is equal to 0. We will take the LCM. This comes out to be under root 2 minus 3y minus this will convert to root 16. Root 16 is what? 4y. Okay. This root 2 will go over there. Hence we can write minus 7y is equal to 0. Therefore y comes out to be 0. Now put y is equal to 0 in equation 3. This was our equation 3. Therefore x is equal to minus root 3y upon root 2. This is equal to minus root 3 into 0 upon root 2. This total comes out to be 0. Hence we will write x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 0. We have done this fifth question also with both the methods, and this method is going to be a simpler method in each of the coming questions. Now the first, second, third and sixth part will be done by you at your home with both the methods. In that case I will be checking total of 8 sums which are homework, that is 4 of them with 2 methods each. Now we will move on to exercise 3.4, and in that also we will only do the question number 1 right now. I am not doing the problem sums. I will be making a single video for all the problem sums. Then only it will be easier for you to understand. I will teach you the tips and tricks how to break down a problem sum into 2 equations very easily. Now exercise 3.4, question number 1 of this question. I will be doing the fourth part. This seems to be tough. So x by 2 plus 2y by 3 is equal to minus 1, and the second equation is x minus y by 3 is equal to 3. So First of all, because we need to eliminate x, eliminating either of x or of y, both are going to be pretty simple. If we want to eliminate y, we will have to convert y by 3 into 2y by 3. So what will we do? We will, if we multiply the second equation by 2, we will get 2y by 3 and we will just eliminate it. This is going to be a exceptional sum. I'll do it with y. Now multiply the second equation by 2. What will happen? The second equation comes out to be 2x minus 2y by 3 is equal to 6, and the first equation remains the same, that is x by 2. We can also write this as 1 by 2x plus 2y by 3 is equal to minus 1. Now just look at it very carefully. Leave one line and then draw this line, okay? Now look at this very carefully. In other sums, we used to subtract equation 1 from equation 2 or equation 2 from equation 1 in elimination. In this question, just see, because we are eliminating y, just because we are eliminating y, 1y is already negative 2y, and this is a positive 2y. Very, very carefully listen to it. This is a positive 2y, this is a negative 2y. See, if I have 2x and I have in other equation also 2x. If I want to eliminate these two, I will write it, subtract 2x from 2x. This will come out to be 0. But if I have 2x and minus 2x, how will I eliminate this? Can I directly write, add both the equations? What will this be? 2x plus 2x minus 2x, that will be 0. So in this case, we just need to add these equations. We do not need to subtract these equations because they are already present in the opposite signs. This is an exceptional and a tougher question in that regard because they are opposite in signs. What will we do? We will directly add these equations up. For addition, what do? We only add plus sign in the third line. So 2x plus half x will be 2 and a half x. What is 2 and a half x? That is 2.5. This will come out to be 2.5x plus minus 2 by 3y plus 2 by 3y. These will cancel out. 0 is equal to 6 minus 1 will be 5. Now x is equal to 5 divided by 2.5. This comes out to be 2. Therefore x is equal to 2. Now put x is equal to 2 in equation 1. Put x is equal to 2 in equation 1. What will this come out to be? 2 by 2 plus 2y by 3 is equal to minus 1. Okay. This comes out to be 1. This one will go there and get subtracted. This comes out to be 2y by 3 is equal to minus 1 minus 2. Therefore 2y is equal to minus 6. 3 multiplied by there. And y is equal to minus 3. Hence, what are the two answers? X is equal to 2 and y is equal to minus 3. We will draw a box around them. Right? Now we will do the substitution method. Okay. Now, if we compress the second equation, we see that we will get the value of x really fast and easy. Hence, we can say that using equation 2, we can say that x minus y by 3 is equal to 3. That is, x is equal to 3 plus y by 3. Now, put x is equal to 3 plus y by 3 in equation 1. So when we put this in equation 1, what is the value of x? 3 plus y by 3 divided by 2 into, plus 2y by 3 is equal to minus 1. Now, first of all, we will take an LCM over here and we will take this out. This half will come out. We will write LCM will be 9 plus y by 3 plus 2y by 3 is equal to minus 1. Now we will open up the bracket. This will multiply by both of them. What will this come out to be? 9 minus y, 9 plus y divided by 6 plus 2y by 3 is equal to minus 1. We will take an LCM. This will come out to be 9 plus y plus, because the LCM was 6, this will get multiplied by 2, 4y is equal to minus 1. This 6 will go and get multiplied over here. This comes out to be y plus 4y, that is 5y this will become 5y plus 9 is equal to minus 6. Now y, 5y is equal to minus 6 minus 9. This will be minus 15, therefore y comes out to be minus 3. Now put y is equal to minus 3 in equation 3. This was our equation 3. Therefore x is equal to 3 plus y by 3. This comes out to be 3 plus minus 3 by 3. This will be 3 minus 1, that is 2. Therefore x is equal to 2 and y is equal to minus 3. With this we are done with question number 1 from 3.3 and question number 1 from 3.4. Rest of the questions of 3.4, that are question number 1, 2 and 3 from question 1, 3.4 are homework, and 1, 2, 3 and 6 from question number 1, 3.3 are also homework. How many questions do you have? You have a total of 7 questions to be solved by both the methods. So this comes out to be total of 14 sums, and I'll be checking 14 sums in your PDF. Thank you.